Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Belair Monange. I mean, look at this piece of a beauty here in the middle of Saint-Émilion, the plateau of limestone. And we are so proud that we can meet Eduard from the Moyex family to look at all the little secret spots in the next few moments and to share with you the stories once again about our wineries. So off we go. Dear Kate and Con wine drinkers, we are on a limestone plateau here of Saint-Émilion with no lesser man than Eduard Moyex, our friend. Thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you for welcoming us once again. It's always so nice to be here at Château Belair Monange. And before we talk a little bit about 2024 and what comes to your mind when you think of this vintage, maybe you can tell us where we are here and a few words about Belair Monange, since this is really a chateau that we have recently at Kate & Con really also put a new focus on, a re-emphasis on Belair Monange.
Well, thank you for that in the first place. So it is actually a very good spot because we are almost in the center of the vineyard. So this vineyard has that shape since 2012, but Belair Monange started in 2008 as a new name. The vineyard itself is extremely old. And we can see here the plateau, which is just on the other side, which is the highest part of that limestone plateau of Saint-Émilion, with a village on the other side of the plateau itself. And then we have the valley behind us, and the vineyard goes from that higher part of the plateau all the way into the slopes. And so we take full advantage of the sun that goes up on the east side over there and goes down on the west side here. And so we have that beautiful insolation all day long. And at the same time, being higher, we have more wind. And therefore, we're a little cooler in the summer and a little warmer in the winter, which is a big advantage against the frost or against, sunburn. So Belair Monange, in a nutshell, is the aggregation of the south-facing slope that bring the flesh and the plateau that bring the femininity.
And within Belair Monange, within the wine, what grape varieties do you find?
Merlot. We're a big Merlot people.
100%.
So we do have
Merlot,
one
like
small parcel. There's a small parcel of Cabernet Franc, which we have not included yet into the Grand Vin, into Belair Monange. It has gone into Annonce, it has gone into Roc Blancan, but not in Belair Monange yet. And we love the Merlot for that capacity of being luscious and delicious in its youth, and with the potential of aging while keeping that generosity.
One last question, because all good things are three, as we say in German. The label of Belair Monange is super iconic, super unique. It's nice because you can always recognize it. What can we see on the label? What is it?
Well, it's a red angel. Monange in French means my angel. It was my great-grandmother's maiden name. So we made that easy choice. My angel, mon ange.
Okay.
And so we made that easy choice of an angel, but we went to find a Germanic angel. It's an Albrecht Dürer print, out of which we took that beautiful angel, which is not cartoon-like. It has that depth of history, which is what we have in Saint-Émilion.
Yeah.
And we love the fact of having a print, but for once it's not a house.
Yes,
it's
and the word Belair.
And the word Belair, beautiful air, as I said. We always have a little bit of a draft here. So it's a definition of our terroir, of our location.
Thank you. That was, in a nutshell, a little bit of facts and figures on Belair Monange. Thank you, Eduard, for welcoming us. We've had a wonderful talk about Belair Monange on the rooftop. And since it's in the middle of the harvest period 2024, what is your viewpoint? What are your thoughts when I say 24? What are the first things you're thinking of, and what can you tell to our fine wine lovers? Why is 24 a special vintage?
The first thing that comes to mind is teamwork. We've all seen in Europe and other parts of the world, it's been a rainy year. With rain, there's challenges that come, and as we all know, we need very good grapes to make very good wines. So we did everything we could in the vineyard throughout the spring, throughout the summer, with 60 people coming to help us every single day in the parcels, getting rid of the little berry that is not perfect, etc. So when we started the harvest on the 17th of September and finished on Saturday, last Saturday the 28th, it went actually very fast because everything has been perfectly prepared, and
the work had been done.
Exactly, there was homogeneity. So now everything is in the tanks, the fermentation has started, there's already a couple of tanks that are dry, meaning that there's no more sugar in it, so that's what I'm tasting every day. And it's a very pleasant vintage for the moment. There's very nice colors, which is a good sign. There's a good freshness, there's a little bit of fruit. That's the part we have to work on to go and get a little more of that sort of sexy fruit, and once we will have done that, it will be a very pleasant vintage, very early drinking and full of simple pleasures.
Just as an add-on, is there any vintage epoch, any area that you would say, okay, it resembles a little bit? Does it remind you of something, some other vintages, or?
It's always a very hard question, because if you look at the climate, it brings you back to vintages in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But if you look at the knowledge we have in the vineyard and in the cellar, you cannot compare.
Of course.
The style that I think we will be able to get is potentially 2004. It's a little easy because vintages in 4, but 2004, the only difference is we had a lot of fruit, where here the crop is a little smaller.
Yeah.
But in that sort of easy approach of the wine, at the beginning people were turning their back to 04 because they thought it was too simple, and you know, 10 years after, everyone was fighting for the 4s because they were actually full of pleasure and immediate pleasure.
Very pleasable wines, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
On the facts and figures of 2024, and for having us and for always welcoming us.
And see you en primeur at the latest.
The latest.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.